Your phone just buzzed. You didn't need to check it. You knew it was nothing important, and you checked it anyway. That's not a willpower problem. That's a several billion-dollar industry working exactly as designed on you.
Here's the thing nobody tells you. The average person checks their phone over 140 times a day. Not because they're weak, not because they lack discipline, because somewhere in an office building, a team of behavioral scientists sat down and reverse engineered exactly how to make that badge, that little red dot, feel unbearable to ignore. I used to think I just had a bad habit. Turns out I was reacting exactly the way the app wanted me to. And once I found out why, I couldn't unsee it. In my phone, in my day, in literally every red circle I've ever glanced at. So let's open the hood on this thing. Because once you understand the trap, it stops working on you the same way. The trap has 3 layers. Let's start with the one hiding in plain sight.
It starts with something called a variable reward schedule. Psychologists call it intermittent reinforcement. Basically, it means if a reward sometimes comes and sometimes doesn't, you become more obsessed with checking than if it came every single time. This is literally slot machine psychology. Casinos figured this out decades before Silicon Valley did. You don't know if pulling the lever pays off, so you keep pulling. Your notifications work the same way. Sometimes it's a text from someone you love. Sometimes it's a food delivery update. You don't know which one it'll be until you check, so you always check. And here's the part that stings a little. This wasn't an accident. This was tested. A/B tested, refined, optimized, the same way engineers optimize a rocket for less drag. You are not undisciplined. You are unoptimized against people whose entire job is your attention. But the variable reward is only the bait. The real trap is what happens after you bite.
Every time that notification hits, your brain releases a small spike of dopamine. Not from the reward itself, but from the anticipation of it. That's the twist most people get backwards. You're not addicted to the content. You're addicted to the split second before you know what it is. This is the same mechanism behind gambling addiction, behind checking your ex's Instagram at 1 a.m., behind refreshing your email during a boring meeting. And it escalates. Dopamine loops need bigger hits over time to feel the same, which is exactly why the app that used to satisfy you in 5 minutes now needs 20, why one video turns into 40.
But chasing a bigger hit isn't just about chemistry anymore. It starts reaching for something deeper. Because somewhere along the way, that dopamine spike gets tangled up with a much older need, the need to matter to other people. Every like, every comment, every follower count becomes a number telling you you matter. You're seen. You're accepted. Apps didn't invent that need. They just built a machine that profits from never quite satisfying it. Psychologists call this social validation seeking. Basically, it means we're wired to want approval from our group, and apps turn that ancient wiring into an infinite addictive scoreboard. So if this is engineered this precisely, is there actually a way out? Turns out, yes, and it's simpler than deleting the app.
Here's what actually works, and it's not just have more willpower. First, kill the badge, not the app. Most of the compulsion isn't the app itself, it's the red dot. Turn off notification badges for anything that isn't a real person trying to reach you. No badge, no itch to check. Second, replace the reflex. Don't just resist it. That urge to check isn't a character flaw. It's a trained reflex, like Pavlov's dog. Give your hand somewhere else to go. 10 seconds of anything physical, and the urge passes faster than you'd think. Third, and this one matters most, reintroduce boredom on purpose. Every time you fill a spare 30 seconds with a scroll, you're telling your brain that stillness is something to escape. Sit in a line without your phone. Wait for coffee without checking anything. You're not wasting time. You're retraining a brain that forgot how to just exist. None of this requires quitting social media. It just requires knowing exactly what game is being played so you can finally choose whether you want to play it.
If this made you look at your notifications a little differently, hit subscribe. I break down one hidden mental trap like this every week. Because the real win isn't throwing your phone away. It's picking it up on your term, not because a red dot told you to.